Is it gonna make a big difference? I guess not. I guess it won't. I don't feel like starting it over. Okay, y'all. So I am I gotta do some grandma trickery real quick. Okay. Do some little trickery to my grandson. Grandma trickery, grandma trickery. Okay, some grandma trickery. Now see, I told my son, he told me this was, he think that because it's clear, it has no flavor, but it tastes like berry. And I tried to sneak it in a drink yesterday. A little bit of drink, because I thought it had no flavor. Because it has flavor though, you gotta conceal the flavor. And so that's why I was, even without looking at the box, I was gonna taste it. I told my son to taste it. I'm like, hey, you gotta taste it. And if whatever you taste, he could taste. And you gotta put it in a juice that's comparable so it can hide, right? So he is 5 years old. So they say he can have 7.5 milliliters, okay? This is Motrin, okay? I'm gonna mix it in this soda because he tend to, even though he don't drink soda anymore. See, I would have put it in more juice yesterday. That's what I would have done. Mix this up. And then I'm gonna taste it. Put a little more of this in it. And now he can't taste it. I'm gonna put him a cube of ice in there too. Okay, I want it to be crushed. Now I'm gonna do it cubed. I just need like one to come out, that thing. And put him a cube of ice in there. Okay. And this is his cup, okay? This is his new cup that he likes. And put this in the refrigerator. And that's how you got to do these kids, baby. You got to, listen, you want them to take that medicine. My son will put a whole lot of juice in a thing, and he might take him all day to drink that juice. And I'm like, nah, you got to put in a little bit of juice. But this is, he'll drink this with his pizza that I just warmed up. His pizza and his, I left his plate upstairs, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'm going to give him this really quickly. Give him his little piece. This is second piece and his second, we made some pizza and some, damn, what do you call these? Breadsticks. We made some pizza and some breadsticks yesterday, or last night, should I say? Okay. So I'm gonna go run that, and then we're gonna talk about this wine. Okay, we got to do the updates. I think we might be on week 3. We might be even at, because I don't see any action in these bottles. I see a little bubbles on the side with this one. I see none in this one. And then I have the water one, the one that was water. We're going to talk about that in a second. Let me go give him this and his pizza. And I'll be right back. It won't take me no time to get up and down the steps. Okay? Lordy. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the trash, put this in the dishwasher. Okay, anyway. Hope y'all can hear me. Hey, Lena. So I'm back, okay? I gotta clean the kitchen up, y'all. I've been sick all week. And this is actually my second time in this kitchen since last week. Okay, let me grab the wine. Actually, let me show y'all where I keep the wine. Where I kept those. They were just down there in this area right here. You see the water one right there. I'm gonna grab it. But it don't have to be nowhere fancy. You just keep it out of, you know, keep it out of the way. It don't have to, you don't want no sunlight messing with it. Okay, so I'm not sure if y'all remember. This one is water. This is just water and sugar. Okay, so remember I was saying I'm changing water into wine. Okay, so we're gonna end up back sweetening and everything to this. We're gonna back flavor it and back sweeten it up to our taste buds. So my idea is to use like a Kool-Aid package that maybe my son likes, a flavor that he likes, and that's what we're gonna do. Right? We're not doing that in this video because I'm gonna do some testing. I want to see the alcohol. Like, I want to taste it. Do not drink this. The only people who drink this is something like Philly Boy. Philly Boy probably drank this because he just don't have no flavor to it. Remember, it was just water. All I did, I went through the process. Huh?
I can taste the soda is medicine.
No, it's not no medicine, Nikki.
But what's in there?
What you mean what's in it? It was just soda. Look, taste the soda. Where the soda at? What I did with the soda? Here go the soda. See? Y'all, he done caught me. He done caught me, y'all. He done caught me. I'm gonna let me give you a cup. Let me rinse this cup out. And I'm gonna give you some. Why you keep telling me? See, this was the medicine. See? That's juice. See? I poured that out.
But why is it still medicine in there?
Medicine in where? No, there's no medicine in there. I just washed it out. See?
Okay. Is this cup?
Yeah, I just.
Is
There's no medicine.
Is this cup?
How you gonna tell me that there's medicine in it, Nikki? There was no medicine in it. Your mind is playing tricks on you. See? Just soda, right? Oh man. Okay. And see? Did you see me put medicine in that? Taste that. Don't that taste like the one I just gave you? See? That tastes like it got medicine in it? It tastes like the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so go drink both of them. Okay, my mama will be up, okay? Okay. Eat your pizza and everything, okay? Okay, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. That boy's too smart. That boy's smart. I don't know. I tried. Okay? I tried. Yeah. Anyway, so this is water. He thought he was about to get the melatonin shot. It's hard to trick him, baby. But that medicine, you could taste a little of the berry, but like you saw, I put more soda in it, right? So it can kind of dilute the little, it's a little taste. But he ain't going for it. Oh, man. I haven't put a piece of ice in it. Hoping that'll help. That boy is so smart. Oh, my God. He been up there with me for like 2 hours. Spelling words. Telling me was uppercase and lowercase. Girl. He only been in school for 2 weeks. And not even a full 2 weeks. Because they started school on Monday. Then it was off. Last week, right? It was off for like a day, and then it was off for a day this week. So this boy been in school 2 days, and he up there spelling his middle name, telling me was lowercase. Like I taught him, I use words like this is the capital A, and this is the small a. Girl, Lena, he came, hey Renee, he came back to me today and say, yeah, mom, this is the uppercase A, and this is the lowercase A. I was like, yeah, you're right, Leaky. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. But anyway, this bottle, I could tell I need to burp it because I could tell like it's a little swollen, right? So I got to just turn the cap. And if y'all listen, you might hear the air escape. I can see it. I can visually see that it's kind of a little swollen. So watch. Did y'all hear it? So that's what you have to do to your bottles if you're using this type of method, right? Where you don't have to buy certain things and you reusing the bottle, using the bottles. You don't want that top to be on too heavy, too cap, first of all. And if you do have it too much, then you still might come down and burp it. Just come down. And hubby burps it for me. Like when I was sick, like this one, same thing. I could visually look at him and tell that it need to be burped. This one and this one. It wasn't much at all. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna. Whoo, that boy is so smart. Okay. It's hard to trick the ones that when they're so smart like that. It's really hard to trick them into things. But let's get to this. So this one is water. Y'all watch me clean this bottle, right? The cap and sanitize it a little. You know, y'all saw what I did to it. I added water, then I added sugar. Now, the thing is, I'm going to add more sugar to this to see if it'll still activate because unlike these two with juice, they already had sugar in it and I added sugar as well, right? There's sugar that was already in it. This is mango flavor and this is cherry flavor. You want 100% juice. Now, remember I explained why I couldn't turn Kool-Aid into wine because we don't know what's in the Kool-Aid packets. For instance, they may have something in the flavoring that may prevent the process. So it's better to just use plain water and then after you turn the alcohol there, then you can add whatever flavor Kool-Aid you have. And I still don't have the flavor Kool-Aid that I'm gonna have him either go get like some strawberries or whatever flavors, but I only have because I like lemonade a lot. I like orange. I like different colors, right? But the ones I really like, I don't have. Because I haven't really been drinking Kool-Aid. But we keep some Kool-Aid, okay? I keep me some Kool-Aid, baby. I'm going to have hubby go. Because they got certain stores that going to have those strawberries, blue raspberry. Like the Walmart right here by us don't have those colors. And if they get them, people buy them right away. I'm about to go to the Super Walmart. They do have those colors. I know the Dollar Tree have various colors. So we're going to, by the time I'm ready to do this, put the flavor he wanted and we'll have it. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Nothing has to stop you from making your wine, baby. You can start it with a base of water and sugar and your yeast. Okay? Water, sugar, and your yeast. And so that's what I'm doing with that one. This is Juicy Juice 100% juice. And this is also Juicy Juice 100% juice. Okay? That means, and they had, this also said had no sugars added, which I did not see that shit. That's good though. That's good. I didn't read this because some of them do have sugars added, but I guess what they're saying that the natural sweet of the juice is natural of the fruit, from the fruit. Okay, just because something say no sugar added doesn't mean that it's not sweet, y'all. Okay, especially when you're dealing with fruit. Remember, fruit juices. You can have an apple that is sweet already, and so they turn it into apple juice. It does have to say 100% juice. Now, the thing is, in America, 100% juice doesn't mean what we may think or what I used to think. I used to think that if it says 100% juice, that if this was cherry, that equals 100% cherry juice. And it doesn't. That's not what that means. Okay? It can, it may not even be, the cherries may not have been sweet. They could have used other juices, apple being one of the ones that they mix in with everything because to get the sweetness, and then they'll add a cherry, some cherry or cherry flavoring that could have come from real cherries, right? They look in this country, I'm telling y'all, these labels mean nothing. What you got to do, Obama started making them do certain things. So remember what I said about just because it says 100% juice doesn't mean that it's this juice. Remember I said that. And then what did I say right after that? I said they like to take apple juice. We got a lot of apples. The apples grow year round. They could get access to apples from all imported from all year round. All year round. That is the one fruit that is plentiful, y'all. Okay? So I know that, yes, it'll be based in apple juice. So when they say 100% juice, it could definitely be apple juice. That's most probably what it is. And I'm not even going to say most probably. I kind of almost guarantee it. And then you go to the back. That's or to the labeling. Hit this part of the label. And let's look at it. I'm going to put it closer and I'm going to zoom in if I have to. What's the first thing at the top, baby? Apple juice from concentrate. Pear juice from concentrate. Grape juice. And way down here is cherry juice. Then you got no other juice after this cherry juice, and this is cherry flavor. And that's why this shit don't not taste like no cherries. you ever taste the juice like grape juice? I be tasting grape juice. I be like, this don't taste like no grapes. Okay, like if you eat grapes, then you know what grapes taste like. To be honest, grapes don't even really have no flavor. So we be drinking, like even that grape Kool-Aid. I don't know if I had an orange, but I know I usually have grape too. Grape Kool-Aid don't taste like nothing grape. And I never ate a grape that tastes like that grape Kool-Aid. Never in my life. And I've eaten many grapes, all types of grapes. So the color grape in our mind, due to our country, happens to be green or what color? Purple, for some motherfucking reason. I don't know. But anyway, so that's all it means when you get the Kool-Aid. They associate these things to us from childhood. Okay? But let's see what's in this mango, because this is mango. I don't know nothing about no mango. I ain't never drank no mango. I hate the taste of it. The juice and the goddamn mango itself. Apple juice. Pear juice. And there go mango. At least mango is not the last one, or is it? Mango puree. It is. They got other. Why shouldn't this be called like an apple juice with some mango flavoring in it? Right? That's what it should be called. And then let's talk about this white grape juice that was at one time. And look what it is. See? White grape. Number one ingredient. Number one ingredient was grape. White grape. When you go and see, we on YouTube, there's now videos that show us how America be processing their food and the trickery, right? The USDA fighting with the industry fighting with the USDA, and then the federal government comes in and says, hey, you got to stop lying. And so that's why they don't lie. It used to say 100% fruit juice. That's what it used to say. And then people would assume that whatever flavor, you would assume that that's the fruit, that they just juiced it and put it in here. But Obama, and you know, and when I say Obama, I'm talking about it was during his term, right? The same people been on in Congress. Lots of them people been there for years and years and years and years, even before Obama, right? But what I'm saying though, they was able to pass laws, and that's the thing, that we got another president who stripped those laws, where these people can put whatever they want in their labels and trick us. Okay, but anyway, these juices are for leak meat, because y'all know these juices cost more than if you buy some soda, or if you buy other juices. You know what I mean? They cost more because they trick us in our mind that we think that this is healthy. Okay, I'm not saying that it's not healthy, but what I would say is that it's probably healthier, right? Healthier than the other shit that's out there. And so that's why they get to use shit. Now, it says 100% vitamin C, daily value per serving. But they add vitamin C. Did y'all know I like to milk? I thought milk automatically had vitamin D in it. And then I found out that no, they add vitamin D to milk. And so if you can add vitamin D to milk, then you can add vitamin D to juice, and you can add vitamin D to water. You know what I mean? Like there's liquid vitamin D that they're adding to our things. So anyway, see how this one says 100% grape juice, and this one says 100% juice. See that? 100% grape juice, 100% juice. Y'all see that? 100% grape juice, 100% juice. And this one had apple juice and all other juices even before it had cherry juice in it. And this one have nothing but grape juice. And this says 100% grape juice. It doesn't say 100% white grape juice, but it does say 100% grape juice. The flavor is white grape. And then like we see white grape juice. And then they start adding, that's their vitamin C. See, they add it. They add the potassium. And they even tell you what they adding it for, tartness and different things like that. Okay? They even tell you why they added that. And then, and that's the difference. And that's the trickery. That's the trickery. Okay? Now, I know, do y'all see the bottom down here? I think I showed y'all this the last time. This one you can't really see it unless I pick it up. But that's the yeast that killed off. This one, see it? And you can't really see in this one, right? Because this was just water. But the yeast is down there. So that's what happens to your yeast after the alcohol becomes at a certain level. I'm not sure if y'all remember that last time I explained. You put the yeast in, the yeast going to do its job. It's going, like, we know that the yeast is still working to a degree, because remember when I turned the cap, the air, that means it's still working, but it's just slower. In fact, I could show you on this one. See the little bubbles? This one is still working slightly. See it? So the alcohol is still, see, you can see them come up. You see the bubbles? So this one is still in action. Okay, this one is still in action, but I'm gonna do a little taste test to see if I want to add some more sugar, because I don't have the measurer, right? Remember, it's a thermometer. They call it a hydrometer, I think, or something like that. I might be pronouncing it wrong because I have so many different things in my head right now. But I would have taken some tests early on from the jump, and then I can go in now and use that and take another test and tell you what percentage the alcohol is. But I don't have that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a little taste and see if it's strong, too strong, not strong enough, and then I'm gonna make adjustments from there. If it's not strong enough, I'm gonna add sugar to it and let the yeast start making it stronger. If it's too strong, then you dilute it, right? You add water, or you add remember how you back sweeten it, if it's too taut. So that's what you do. That's what I'm gonna do with this one from the jump, but that's how I'm gonna adjust these two if need be. This one is not bubbling at all, which I'm not really shocked about, because this one had no sugars in it except what I put in it. And this one, I added sugar, but it already had natural sugars from the flavor or the fruit or the concentrate, right? So that's the difference between these two. So this is the one I'm really more concerned about, to see what it tastes like. Not what it tastes like, just to see the alcohol. Like if it's really strong or if it's not strong enough. And then if it's not strong enough, then I'm gonna add some sugar to it. And then it'll start, the yeast that you can't see down there, you'll be able to, this thing will start doing this thing again. Okay. This one is still slightly working. I could stop it from working if it's strong enough, and we definitely know this one is still working. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So let me do that. So y'all know I don't like alcohol. That's why I really don't like alcohol. Did I zoom in? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did zoom in. Okay. So I'm gonna get a little something here. Which one we gonna start with? I'm gonna start with the water one first, okay? That's what I'm gonna start with first. I just need what can I use just to get a little bit out of there? Never mind. And this is way too big. What the hell am I thinking? I don't need nothing that big. Okay, let me find something really small that I can reach, because I do have this little bitty wait, I think it's on my, let me see if it's on my thing out here. Oh, where you at? I do not see you. Okay. I got a better idea. I'm gonna use, this was from Leaky Leak's birthday party a year ago. Not this year. Not this birthday party he just had. This is from his birthday party last year. Okay? Exactly like a year and a month ago now. Almost. I'm gonna put a little taste. Just a couple of splashes like that. It's tiny. So tiny. Let me see. Boom. Yeah, that. Okay. Now remember, this is water, but I ain't gonna lie, it tastes like alcohol. To me, it tastes like any wine to me. Because remember, I don't like alcohol. So I don't like alcohol, and because I don't like it, I could taste it in wines and daiquiris. And that's what this tastes like. This tastes like any daiquiri I've ever tasted before. And it's just water. Now I'm gonna go let my son, because it's not very strong. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put some more sugar in that. But I'm going to go give him, I'm going to let him, it don't have a flavor, y'all. It's going to be like the weirdest thing to give it to him to see if he wanted stronger. But I taste the alcohol. It's strong. It's just, well, before, because it might be hard because, oh, that don't go to that. It might be difficult because it doesn't have a flavor, but I taste that alcohol. Okay, let's do this one. This one has flavor, so just a couple of splashes like that. You can see the color difference, right? Let's see. Ooh! Ah, I do not like that flavor, but that alcohol is strong. This alcohol in this one is stronger than this one, okay? And I know why, right? Remember this already had, I think, I know I put a little more sugar in this one, but only because it's bigger, right? This is 96 fluid ounces, and this is 64. So I think I put 1.5 cups in this, and I think I put 2 cups in this. I did not consider, though, that there was no sugar absolutely in here except what I put in here. So I didn't make the adjustment for that. I only made the adjustment due to the size. So that's why this is stronger than this. Whoo, yeah, like I here, this is almost, you know how when you do your mouthwash and you get that alcohol kind of burn, but it don't burn too much. That's what this felt and tasted like. And this was like, whoo, yeah, it hit harder. Okay, so yes, I definitely know I'm going to add more sugar to this. So I don't even have to ask him. This is stronger. Okay, and it's still slightly working. And then let me taste this one. I don't like that mango. But I ain't gonna lie though, this tastes better than the mango before. Look, before I added and made this into alcohol, that's just nasty. And this tastes better with the alcohol. And look, I'm not sure if y'all remember this. Let me see if it's in here. Remember when I made it and I put the extra that I drained off in this cup? That's still it. That's how nasty this shit is. Nobody want to drink it. Leaky Leak don't want to drink it. I don't want to drink it. I'm not sure if y'all, we're going to look and see if the color changed too. Right? And we're going to look at the clarity also. Because I know it looked dark, but it's clear. And if I give it a week or two, I'm not sure how long it's been, y'all. Y'all think it's been 4 weeks? I had to look at let me go look at the video. For some reason, I feel like it's been 4 weeks, but it may not have been 4 weeks. But I feel like it's been a month. I don't know why I feel like it's been a month. But I could be wrong, because the last time we did it, I thought it was a month, and it was just 2 weeks. That's my desperate wanting it to work, right? But it really just to be honest, it takes 4 weeks for this to make and clear up and everything, right? But there's some things that if I add to this wine will be done in 3 weeks. Like from start to bottling up. Okay? And be safe with the bottling up. I could bottle this up. I can't be safe. I cannot close them bottles up and not be sure that they won't explode. If I don't use things that'll kill the yeast off. Okay? Or pressurize. I don't have to buy things. I can actually do a process. Pasteurize it in the bottles, and then I can definitely kill off that yeast, and then it'll be cool and be ready to bottle up. Okay? Let me taste this. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Yeah, that's nasty. Oh my God. Ugh. It's dry too. Not only is it like has lots of alcohol, but this one is really dry. I don't taste no cherry. Maybe because let me wipe this out. Let me get another cup. I'm sorry. Maybe that's not fair. That's not fair. Let me use a new cup. Because that could have been a mixture of that nasty ass mango. I don't like cherry juice neither, y'all. I like I don't like cherries, but I like cherries. I like those cherries when it's all real sweet in that little, what they call it, Manchego cherries. Is that how you pronounce that? In that jar. I love those. But then I tasted a cherry, like an actual cherry, like the fruit, not in that jar with all that sweetener. And I don't like that. I don't like it. It's not nasty, but it's just not what I like. Which shocked me when I first tasted an actual cherry. I grew up tasting those cherries because, everybody in my family was functional drunks. I didn't know that. I look back now, man, during the holidays, they would spend hundreds of dollars just in liquor. And that's back then, in the 70s, in the 80s, hundreds of dollars in alcohol. It's a lot of alcohol, and I'm talking about, it was a lot of alcohol. Okay, and that's why we always had that thing of cherries around for the kids. The kids can always, ooh, can I have the cherry? Look, I used to run around and look in everybody's glass, but they done drunk, and they done left their cherry just sitting there, and I would take it and eat it as a goddamn kid. Now I'm gonna taste this. I put too much in there. I'm gonna put some of that back. No, let me not do that. Ah, ooh, that's dry, y'all. Yeah, it dries. Hell, that shit dry. And what does dry mean? That means it's not sweet. That's what dry mean. It's really, this is strong, that's strong. This is not as strong as these two. I'm gonna add more sugar to this, and we're gonna keep this one. Actually, this one didn't take no time to start last time. We're gonna see if it starts up. I'm gonna put a whole cup of sugar in this right now. That's what we gonna do. Y'all give me a second. Let me grab my measuring cups. Okay. And, oh, jeez. Let me wash this with some hot water. I wasn't really prepared for this one, okay? Because I should have actually sterilized if I was going to do this. Okay, we're going to use my measuring cups here. We're going to put a whole cup of sugar in that. Actually, I'm going to use, that'll make it better, yeah. I use one of these cups here. And put the sugar in that and then put it in there. And that way, I don't have to worry about the funnel. In fact, I'm not even going to use the measuring cups. I'm going to just use this and scoop it out. That way I ain't got to worry about all that other stuff. Why they keep putting this shit on top of the refrigerator? They know I can't reach it. Oh, God. Oh, Mama Tippy. Okay, let me see if I hope this is the sugar. Yeah, it is. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, I was able to bear it because it's right at the they keep putting stuff higher and higher, y'all. Higher and higher. Okay. Just higher. Way out of my way. What am I reaching? I don't know if this is a full cup. Should I do a test, a measuring test? Nah. Let me just skip this in here. Okay. Yeah. That might, let me see. Oh, yo, that's exactly a cup. They don't be joking. If you use one of these little cups like this, if I brought it all the way to the top, this is 1 cup of sugar for real. Just imagine this is 1 cup. And when we drink 32 fluid ounces, how much strength? Wow. Anyway, I didn't bring it all the way to the top. Okay. Look at it. Oh, no. Oh, y'all can't see what's going on. That's that yeast, baby. That's that yeast. You see what it's doing? It loves that sugar. That's what you don't want to happen. That's why, please make sure you burp them bottles, baby. Because that under pressure will explode to the ceiling. The bottle won't explode. I know I'm using the word explode, but what I'm saying is the pressure inside will get so expansive it will push the top off. Even if the top is all the way on, it will push it off and psh. But see that yeast love that, baby. I didn't even put half that cup in there. Look, I didn't even put half in. Look at that. It's already doing this thing, baby. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put some more in there. I'm really not really too concerned about putting too much sugar, because remember, this is just water. And remember, I'm gonna add a flavor to it after. So even if it ends up being sweet, I'll just have to just put the pack of whatever I'm putting in it, like the Kool-Aid or whatever extract I put in there. Okay? Pure Butterfly, what's going on, sis? I saw when you came in, you said, what about can concentrate juice like grape juice, orange juice? So if you use orange juice or even grape juice that's not 100% juice, then you have to use it as a back sweetener. Like for instance, with this, I say I'm using Kool-Aid, but I don't have to use Kool-Aid. Now I can't really use, I could use a like I could go in and use actual fruit that I grind down. Or I think I showed y'all this, a puree. I showed y'all that I have some of this strawberry puree mix. If I wanted to make this into a strawberry wine after the fact, I could add this to this, right? Or if you have some grape fruits around your house, you just have to mash them and do whatever you need to do to them, and then you could add it to flavor your wine after the fact. The reason why you can't use orange juice, and you can, but we're not just sure how it will react, because those orange juice, those juices have other things in it that might prevent the process. You know what I mean? It might prevent it, and it may also add a flavor that you might not like. It may adjust the flavor, change the flavor. Hey, Ricky, what you want?
More soda.
More soda. Did you drink the other one in the other cup?
Yeah.
What, you drank the other soda in the other cup?
No.
Well, why you just told me yeah?
Because it's
Go drink the other one in the other cup, and then I'll give you some more again. You got.
I don't want to drink the other one.
You don't want to drink the other one? Why?
Because I don't.
Because you don't trust mom. Because you say it got medicine in it, but it don't. Can you trust your mama?
No.
You don't trust my mom? What's going on? Two pretty red dimes.
Give me my soda.
Two pretty red dimes. You mean can I send you something to try? Yes, but what I'm telling you is so cheap. You can make it yourself. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it was only a bottle of juice, some sugar, and some yeast. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I said, like, if people want to try it, I'll get like a little, like maybe some little bottles like this. Maybe some little bottles like this. Right? This was a soda that I bought. It was nasty too. I'll get some bottles like this and fill them up, and I guess and send them out. I have no problem doing anything like that. But what I'm saying, why do that? Like actually, this wine costs less than me buying this thing. I think I paid $3 for this little old time fashion, and it was nasty. And I love strawberry cream. I love vanilla cream. It was something nasty about this. It was so, y'all, it took me 3 weeks to drink this thing is 12 fluid ounce. And the only reason I drank it, because I was like, I spent my money on it. It wasn't disgusting bad. It just was not what I was expecting. Because if it had been, I would have drunk it in one sitting. You know what I mean? It would have been gone. It took me 3 weeks to drink this little bottle. But anyway, yeah, but for the amount that I bought this, it's how much it costs you to do this. Like the jug from Walmart isn't costly, right? Even the fruit juice, you might pay about, for this one, you're going to pay maybe $5 to $7 because this is 96 fluid ounce. And let me show you how much wine this came out to be. I was able to fill up. This thing filled up this, and I had some left over. This is I don't know how many fluid ounces. Let me see if it's going to tell me. I don't think it does on the wine bottle, does it? This is what my son drinks, y'all. Okay, let me see if I can find it. If it's gonna tell me. This is 1.5 liters. And this says 2.83 liters. So when I made this, I was able to fill this up. And then I was able to fill up this one. No, these are all the same size, I think. Are they? No, I thought, oh, they all the same size then? Yeah, they look like they're all the same size. I thought I had a smaller one. So look, I'm making him save the bottles for me, cause this wine gonna end up being for him mostly. And so, yeah, I was able to fill up this and have and a smaller one. It wasn't as big. Where did I have a bottle? I think he took it. Anyway, so this we're gonna let this one. I only put in a half a cup of sugar in here. I'm gonna put the rest in. It really is weak. It's way weaker than those. So, and then I'm gonna sit this back down. I'm gonna give this another at least 2 weeks. Okay. And then we'll come back and check this one in 2 weeks. Now these two, I'm gonna have to sweeten those. So we're gonna sweeten those now too. Cause they dry as hell. Like make your mouth go, ooh, like perch up, like ooh. You know what I mean? Like, so that means it needs, but the alcohol level is good. Now the thing about it though, I only want to sweeten these when it's time for me to either bottle them. So that mean, let me think about this, if I want to. Because they are strong enough. Okay, I should have asked him to taste it when he was just down here. But, yeah, I put this at, this is strong enough. So, I could just sweeten it up and it's ready for him. The thing is, let's see what happens if I put a little sugar in there. Let me do that. Remember, I explained this before. I explained that if you add sugar to the yeast, then it will kick up again. This one wasn't even completely done, which we saw the bubbles, right? You can see the bubbles. Look, ooh, there it go, there it go. See, the yeast loves that. That's what the yeast wants to do. So what'll happen, the yeast gonna eat that and turn that into alcohol. That little sugar that I put in there has this thing. Y'all see the action in it now? Look, wait, let me see. Y'all see it? It was very slow, right? It was very slow, but it was still working. I add food for the yeast, and now the yeast is happy. And it's going to convert that sugar into alcohol. But see, that's not really what I wanted. But, I mean, I'm quite sure my son will be okay with it. I'm quite, he don't have no problem with it being stronger. But I should have asked him what he think. He got sick. Did I tell y'all? The last one, before I filled the bottles up, wait, he drunk it without even asking me anything. I hadn't even back sweetened it yet. So he saw it and he was like, oh. So he came down and drunk, I guess like a bottle of it. Like, not a bottle, I'm sorry, a glass of it, and got sick. But because it tasted good, but he said it wasn't sweet enough. That's when he informed me that it wasn't sweet enough. He got sick. And then he was sick the next day. And then I looked, when I came down here and saw how much it was going, I was like, what the hell just happened? Right? I was like, I didn't, like he acted like he wasn't going to taste it, but then I guess maybe in the middle of the night, he decided he wanted some wine. He came to taste mama wine. But you can't drink this wine like that. He learned it was stronger than anything in the store. This is not the same wine in the goddamn store. That cheap ass shit he buy, that cheap ass shit down there is not even as strong as this. Right now, what's in here is stronger than that shit that he buy. And as strong as I'm making it, it's stronger. Right? This is stronger than what he buying already. So that means this is something he could sip on and still get his little wine on, right? Still feel good. But he can't drink it like it's Kool-Aid because he learned that lesson, though. He learned that lesson, baby. Okay, but back to Pure's question. So Pure, if you wanted to make an orange wine out of orange juice, I would suggest making it 100% juice. Can you do it with orange juice though? Like that's not 100%? Yes. I can't, you could test it. See what it tastes like. You will still have alcohol content. They just say the winemaking community, which I'm now starting to become a part of because I'm learning from them. Okay, I'm learning from them. But they say that though, because my dad didn't make wine from juice, y'all. I told y'all, right? I told y'all my dad make wine from the fruit themselves. Okay? And bread, and a piece of bread. Okay? But they say that if you use something that's not 100% juice, it has additives. But then they tell you what the additive is that might prevent the process. And then they say, well, there's some additives that might be added that will also change the taste. I don't know what that means because I'm not, I don't know if it's going to be like, I guess if you put apple juice that's made from apples, 100% apple juice, and apple juice that's made from a mixture of different juices, I'm quite sure they're going to taste different. So most of the people are making their wines from fruit, which we are moving to next. Okay, I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna do the test. I'm gonna have hubby make me that fermentator. Okay, and things like that, and then I'm gonna try it from fruit itself. But the fruit gonna end up being just like what this in here. This is strawberries that they parade. And the good thing is I can put this directly in wine because it's already been paraded for me. Instead of me going through the process, right? You can make wine from sweet potatoes, from grapes and apples and oranges, and all that thing. But that's a process if you're using the real fruit, right? Because they got skin in oranges, and therefore they also have pits in oranges or seeds, right? Apples got seeds in them. You gotta kind of cook that like you're making an apple pie, right? And then though, just like you make an apple pie, except you then have to mush it, and then all you're gonna use is the flavor from it. Some things you could Pareto like this, right? Anyway, so I might not use. Well, I want to use Kool-Aid in that water one because I just want to see if you like it. But this one is I use this for all kinds of things. I use this on top of ice cream. I also use this when I make what we call people call them snowballs where I'm from, call them ices in other places. It's shaved ice, and you put flavor on it. That's what I use this for as well. I also use this in cakes. Like I use this in a lot of things. And depending on what I'm making. But anyway, let me put this back. Okay. So y'all saw me add sugar to this. What I added sugar to the water. Yes. And then I added sugar to this one. Didn't I? Yeah. And Both of them need. Look, if they strong enough, I wouldn't add the sugar now. I would only add the sugar after I drain it off to get most of the yeast out. But then I still would have to kill the yeast. And my process of killing the yeast means that I would have to pasteurize it, and which is easy. Okay, it's not hard. I will put it in the bottles. Like if, let's say I put it in this bottle. Let's say I put the wine in this bottle. Then I will put this bottle in a pot with water. But you don't put this at the bottom of the pot. You put it, and then you want the temperature to rise. You want, that's gonna kill any germs, and it's also gonna kill that yeast off. And then I can put the top on it. But if I cannot seal this wine in a bottle, if this shit is still active, because they will, because the yeast, the pressure inside the bottle will eventually topple it off. Now there are some chemicals, some things that I could buy to just put inside, and that will kill the yeast as well. I just don't have those things. Are they expensive? No. It's not expensive. Okay. It ain't cheap. It ain't free. Shit. But it's not expensive. I think like I could spend $30 and that'll get me everything I need. The vitamins I need, the things that help pasteurize it without me having to do that process. Yeah, I think I could get something like that for like $30. That's not that bad. Okay. Anyway, so what am I doing at this point? I've added. Okay, so I'm going to deal with this one first. Now, even though I added sugar, y'all, I'm not sure if y'all noticed, I did not shake them up. Okay, I could though. I could shake it up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna get this one started again. It's almost like I'm beginning from the beginning. Let me look, cause I want that. See that yeast down there? See that? I'm okay with shaking this one up. Let me do that. Oh, shit. It wants to do its thing. Yeah, buddy. I got that top on there too tight with that shaking. Okay. I just want to get that sugar from down there. Okay, so we know we're going to have to at least have 2 weeks on this, okay? I'm going to put that back down at the bottom down there. Get it out my way. You can put these things in the closet. You could just get them out your way. You know, okay? You just cannot forget that they're there forever, right? You need to go in, burp it. Once a day, once every couple of days. Make sure that top, I'm gonna show y'all how to put the top on correctly again. Okay? Because if you put it on wrong, yeah, it could blow the same day. Okay, so let me see how clear this is. So depending on how clear, I put sugar in that one, right? Yeah. Okay, so I cannot do what I might be able to do with this one, because I've already added sugar to that. Let me do this. I need a glass. So what happened through time, what happens is the wine gets clearer. We can't tell if this wine is clear or not because it's in this bottle, right? But it shouldn't be foggy. It should be like clear. And if I put, let me go look at, I don't know, I still see maybe a haze in it. I don't know, I think it might need another week. Okay, I'm gonna put that back in there. Okay. So, I'm not gonna add sugar to this one. I'm gonna only add the sugar as a back sweetener. I shouldn't have added sugar to that one, right? Because it's strong already. So, could add sugar to it. How strong was that again? Let me see. I'm gonna add sugar to it. Get it. Remember, I'm not the drinker, so it's strong to me. That don't mean it's strong to him. And I do not have the measurer to tell y'all the exact percentage of alcohol. What I will guarantee you, though, is that this wine already is stronger than that my son drinks already. Okay? So it's already stronger than that. Let me see if it tells me what percentage of alcohol is in that bottle. Let's see, y'all. This is at Sutter Home. Our family has been bringing me. Okay, that. Oh, this is only 10% alcohol. That's why. Okay. Yeah. This is only 10% alcohol, y'all. This is already higher than that. In fact, I know the amount of sugar that I added should have brought this around 17% alcohol. So I definitely know it's stronger than this. Why? Because I know what this tastes like. I tasted it. And the alcohol is stronger than this. I just didn't know this was only 10%. So this says 10% alcohol. See that right there? Alcohol, 10. It says it right here. Let me point it out. Alcohol, 10% by volume. See that? The alcohol level in this is 10%. When I put like a cup and a half in something that already is sweet, I'm pushing for like that. We talk about anywhere from, it could be anywhere from 12, 13, up with 17%. Okay? At that amount of sugar. That's without me measuring, having a measuring thing, right? So you would measure things before you even put any sugar in it. You would need to measure the juice, because there's already sugar in the juice, right? And then it tells you how much you calculate, and you figure out how much sugar to put it in to get it at the level in which you want it at. With all those equipments, this making wine becomes even more simpler than how I'm doing it. If you're using juice, it's just like another step or two if you're doing it from actual fruit, right? It costs more, right? It costs more, but you'll have a lot of wine. You will be able to bottle up lots of wine, your own special wine, put your own labels on it and stuff like that. It's costly in the startup if you're buying the startup kit and everything. But I promise you, if you're a wine drinker though, you're gonna save. And you're going to be able to make your own custom wines. Okay, if you're a wine drinker, yeah. This might be something you might want to look into if you really enjoy wine. And for those who beer, you make a mesh, that's something different. I can't tell you much about it. You can also make your wines using honey instead of sugar, which making it more costly. But also, from my understanding, people tend to like those. When it's made from honey, it's called, I don't think it's called a cider. I keep mixing up the names, but there's ciders, and then there's, what's the other one? There's wines, which wines originally are made from grape, y'all. But now, through the times, they've changed it, and now you can make wines from anything. But the term wine comes from a drink that you make from actual grapes. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all see. Didn't I add sugar? I did add sugar, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna shake it up. See all that at the bottom? That's that yeast, but it's gonna come back alive. So by tomorrow, that yeast will not be sitting there. That yeast will be eaten, and it's gonna be eating that sugar that I added. Okay, so. And then this will end up being stronger than it is. So, yeah. Now, that water, remember before I added that water it was low. Whatever, like, your scope is, which we know is low, right? It's low. That's what that water was like. I didn't put enough sugar in it. I still don't think I put enough sugar in it today. I said I was going to put a full cup in. I didn't. I need to put the rest of that cup in there. Okay? Anyway, for anybody who do want to taste this wine when it's done, though, y'all got to let me know. Okay? But I'm telling you, it's cheaper for you. Because I'm not going to charge you for the actual wine for you to taste it. But I make, you know, if I'm going to ship it to you, I'm going to send you, look, you're going to have to pay the shipping on it. Right? I'll ship it just regular mail. It's nothing too expensive. But what I'm saying, though, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying by the time you pay like a $10 for me to ship it to you, you can make this yourself. That's all I'm saying. And if you want to make it yourself, I got my number out there. You can call me and say, hey, this is what I've done, or this is what I got in front of me. What do? I'll walk you through it. I got videos, though. I got a couple of videos you could go. I'm talking a lot of anything, but if you're scared and you need somebody to be doing it, talking you through it with you, call me. Or email me, we can set up a time for you to call me, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it's easy. I promise. Okay? And I'm always here. Look, y'all know my number. Even if I don't answer, you leave me a message, right? You ain't got to give me your number. Just leave me a message and say, hey. And if you give me your email or anything like that, or if you call me from something I could text you from, like get a Google Voice number, right? That's throwaway, y'all. They ain't got to be connected to who you really are or nothing. That way, I could text you back and say, hey, you could either call me now or call me at this time or that time, and we could get through this, okay? Can you send us, no, I read that already. Hey, but it's tired. Hey, girl. Anyway, anybody got any questions, y'all got to put them in now. Otherwise, I'm about to straighten this stuff up. I guess I'll show y'all, if y'all, like, I don't think y'all want to see the bubbles and stuff, because I can show you that now. This is active. This is active. Right? Let me see. Let me see if I can. You can tell that it's active by the bubbles on top. Right? But I just added the sugar. So I promise you by tonight. I'm not sure if we can see in there. Let me see. See it? You see the bubbles rushing to the top? And this is just the I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get a better view. You see it? They rushing. It's fast in there. So by tonight, this all gonna be foamy, and that's why I gotta make sure that top is not too tight. You want it just to be on there where no bugs can get in, but you want it to be loose enough where it moves like this, because you want the air to be able to escape. Okay. So this one is, right now, it's tight, too tight. I'm loosening up, and then it's shaped. Okay? You just don't want no bug to be able to get in there. That's all that need to be on there, just so nothing can get in there. It should be shaky and everything. Okay? Anybody have any questions, comments, suggestions, baby? Okay? Now, let me tell you what could go wrong. I'm going to go through that really quickly. What could possibly go wrong? Let me really, there's not too much that could really go wrong, right? Even if, for some reason, if you put too much sugar, you'll just have a sweet wine. You put not enough sugar, you have a dry wine. With a dry wine, you could sweeten it. If you sweeten it too much, well, you would dilute it with water or juice. The same juice you use to make it, you could just dilute it. Now, there's some things that could happen due to the process. Maybe your bottles aren't clean enough or things like that. But those would be with the wine that you end up storing in a bottle and storing for a long period of time. And then you come back to it and you might see something growing in it. That's a whole nother deal. And that's not what these are that we're making. So you don't have to worry. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Right? That's when you say, okay, keep it for 6 months. Let it mature for a year, 6 years. Yes. But that's not what we're making. Because if we was, we would have a kit. We would have a whole setup. Okay? Now, if something, the worst thing that could go wrong with something like this is, like if something got in the wine, like a bug, like maybe a gnat, something like that, it will destroy your wine. But even then, it still be drinkable. It will become a vinegar, and now you use it for cooking. It's now a cooking wine. Also, wines are cooking wines by nature. Like I know, cause I think I mentioned that before. I mentioned cooking wines. Remember? Here go it. Let me show y'all. Remember, this is my last wine that I made. See how clear it is? Remember, I took some. This is what I was talking about. I remember this was full. I filled this up with that wine before I even put any in these bottles here. Before I put any in here, I had already filled this up. Then I had this full, and then I had a thinner, taller wine bottle full as well out of that bottle that I created with the water. That's a lot of wine. My son just drinks a lot of wine. He seemed to be a wine drinker. On weekends, he drinks wine. Even though they're not really. That's why he got sick, because this is only 10%. I swear, I would put mine, when I made that one, probably somewhere around, definitely, I put it at like 16, 17%. That's what I would, if I had to guess. I think I'm gonna get that thermometer, that measurer, that meter to measure. If I'm gonna continue to do this, I think I'm gonna get that. But that's why I will put what I created, and he just drank it 10%. Okay. Anyway, so see how clear that is, and that's how I determined that this wasn't ready. They really get clear, like no fogs, no. It just becomes really clear. And that's when you kind of know that the process is over. Okay. You probably can't. I know in the bottle you can't see how clear it is, but let me put a little bit of it. There's nothing in here right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of it in there. And see how clear it is? It's almost like water clear. You can just see a little tint of the color. That's when you know the process is pretty much done, because it clears out. Okay, it kind of does that on its own. And there's some items you could buy that would also help with that. Okay, but see, the thing about making it at home is so you don't have to use a lot of money. Like if you was on a farm, you would use your fruit and vegetables on your farm to create your wines, and you wouldn't have to need these other things that's out there in order to make a good bottle of wine. But now, in the technology that we have, there's things out there that you could purchase that'll help you with your wine. I see a little gnat now. Let me show y'all. See, they eat fruit. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. See it? It's flying. See it? Where is it? There it go. See, if that got in the wine, like if that got into my wine, which it does want to get in there, right? Because it likes fruit. That would turn your wine into vinegar. It's crazy, right? That one little tiny little bug, it will go in that bottle. It will get in the juice, and then it would die. The alcohol would kill it. But then it'll be one little bug up there. You may not even see the bug. You will know it's gotten in there, though, because it will turn the wine into vinegar. And then you could cook with it, though. Because that's all cooking wine is. Cooking wine vinegar. And a cooking wine vinegar, the percentages is just lower. Not mine, though, but let me see what they say. I'm going to find it. Let's see. it looks like they saying that it goes to 5%, but yeah. And I'm gonna show y'all what it says actually, but I think that's what this one says, 5%. Okay, so let's dig into what it says. It says white wine vinegar, right? They got the potassium as a preservative, and it says it's diluted with water to 5%. Because wines are stronger, but then they start diluting it with water in order to get it lower in percentage as far as alcohol. So if I took this and let's say this was at 20%, which is not, okay, we're not getting, I don't think anybody want a wine that high. But let's say 20, because I'm just doing a good, easy number. And then I would just add water. Add water into the percentage of the alcohol is lower and lower and lower and lower. And then I'll bottle it up like this. That's it. Okay? Cooking with wine is a great thing. A red wine, a white wine, grape wine. Add that to your any meats. Oh my God. You take this. I don't know about mango, Lord knows. I don't know. I don't like the taste. But let's say a grape wine, okay? Something that I might, like I use wines, Chardonnays, and things like that to cook with. Oh, and add it to a pie. I'm gonna tell you a secret about my sweet potato pie, baby. I put a little splash of bourbon, or my sweet potato pie have bourbon in it. And also, what's that other one? I told y'all that I like, God damn, I can't think of the name of it. I don't have any. Do I? Let me see. I think, I do not see any wine. I think we just threw that shit away. Like it was so old, y'all. Because I was using that bottle. I had it for so many years. Amaretta. Amaretta, that's what it's called. Use a little of that Amaretta in sweet potato pie. You can put it in your hams. Instead of, ooh, look, I see that gnat. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it. I got it. No, I think I missed it. They so small. I think I missed it. Anyway, yes. Wines, flavors, meats, and you ain't got to worry about no alcohol. People are like, you going to get the kid. Somebody accused me of that in the family when they was eating my sweet potato pie. This was years ago. And our kid, like my sons was little, and she had younger kids. Not younger than mine, but they were young, right? They were like, I think 10. And then she had a baby, had just had a baby like I did, like a week after me, 2 weeks after me. Anyway, so I was by her house, and she was eating my sweet potato pie and telling me how good it was, like she had never had one. And I don't know why my dumb ass, like, because I don't normally give out my recipes, especially because it's not my recipe, you know, it's my family recipe, you see what I'm saying? And she was eating, she was like, she never tasted sweet potato pie like that before. And I was like, yeah, I have a secret ingredient. And I told her that I use bourbon. And she just looked at me like, oh my God. Oh my God. You gonna get my kids drunk. Because they was eating it and loving it too. And I was like looking at her like, what? She really said that. Oh my God. I was like, how you kids gonna get drunk off a sweet potato pie? You just say you put alcohol in it. What? Like, girl. For those who don't know, alcohol burns off, y'all. Okay? The alcohol that I just created with some sugar and some goddamn yeast burns off in the cooking process. Okay? You add a little alcohol to your spaghetti sauce. Oh my God, I'm telling you, the flavors go up, everything, like the sauce, the marinade, everything, because it infuses with the flavor of the wine, right? Which those who say they don't like alcohol, they go and buy this, but this has alcohol in it, 5%, but it don't matter because it cooks off. the cooks off. Like, she was freaking out. I was like, yo, kids, like, I gave her a whole pie. I used to cook just like my mom. My mom used to cook like her mom. Everybody cooks like the people who teach them how to cook. So every Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was cooking 6 pies. And it was just me and my husband. Yeah, I make a big ass pot of gumbo. It was just me and him. And I was making 6 pies. Because that's what I was used to doing. Being there helping my mom make a pie. 6 pies. Y'all know the pie crust come in 2s. And I would buy 3 packs of them. And filling that shit up. I still don't know how to bake less than 4 pies. Because by the time I get the yams, or the sweet potatoes, should I say, I never know how, like, if I want to make one pie, I don't know how many, I don't know how many sweet potatoes to get. Right now, I can show you how many sweet potatoes I got. Let me show you. I got this little bitty thing, right? This thing probably makes 6 pies. So I guess I'm concluding through the years, if I think about it, I might just need 1 yam to make 1 pie. Or depending on the size of the yam. Or the sweet potato. Okay? And by the way, some people use sweet potatoes for their sweet potato pies. And some people use yams for their sweet potato pies. And I have used both. Okay? And so, yeah. What's the difference? One of them have more strings in it. If you cook it right, though, and get them strings out, they won't be in it, right? And one doesn't. How do you know the difference between a yam and a sweet potato? Because this may not be true. Just because it says sweet potato up there doesn't mean it's sweet potato. Right? It doesn't mean that it's sweet potato. And is a sweet potato actually sweet? That's a whole nother question. And I'm not going to give you the answer. Okay? You can actually... Is a sweet potato actually sweet? Or do we make them sweet and to make them desserts? You know, you could take a white potato and make a potato pie. Of course, you're not going to call it a sweet potato pie, right? But you can if you make it sweet. The thing is, the texture of a white potato, though. Yeah, I'm getting way above and beyond. Okay, so y'all, I've been on here. Wow, it's been a while. Okay, so I gotta get this kitchen clean. Hubby's at work. Okay, he went from one job to the other job, like directly from one to the other, because he had to work for the military today. He does that once a month. Okay, and they both clashed together this month for some reason. I'm gone. I hope I answer all your questions. I don't see any more questions, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. So the last question I see is from 2 Pretty Red Dimes. So I'm not sure if YouTube, I don't know. It's from my phone. I never really use my phone much except to do this type of video. And ergo, I am going to take a leap. And I'm getting out of here. I'm glad that I kept this, because in case I do make the mango too sweet, then I'll dilute it with more juice. Or I could buy some more, of course. I think this might be my last time doing it this way. Like, if my sons end up liking, well, not sons, because only one of them drank. If my son end up liking these wines, right, and he like that I make them, he says he says they're not quick enough, okay? That's the only thing. But I told him if he invests in the things, then I'll do it a whole different way. It'll taste even different, better. These are quick ways, homemade, easy, quick ways to do your wine, okay? Quick and easy. And I am researching from other people too, okay? I am going to do it the way my dad did it, though. But I don't know if y'all going to want to. Look, I'll let y'all see me do it. But I don't think anybody going to want to follow, which I kind of understand. But my dad used yeast, and when I say yeast, he used a piece of bread. I'm talking about an actual piece of bread. He took the bread and he would put it inside the bottle with the fruit and added some sugar, and the yeast from the bread did its thing and turned it into alcohol. And I'm not joking about that. I need to look and see if anybody online did it that way. That I never looked, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody online, because these days we got actual yeast. But my dad and grandmother and everybody's from the bayou, baby. I don't think I've ever seen yeast, but that don't mean they didn't have it. Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean they didn't have it. Because I'm quite, yeah, it doesn't mean they didn't have it. Okay. Now my other grandmother, that's different. I had a grandmother, from the city, and then I had one from the bayou. So they did cook differently. Okay, I'm rambling. I'll see y'all later, and I may give y'all an update on these in 2 weeks. Okay? I put the sugar, I shook them up. Honestly, I don't think they need 2 weeks, but if the process gets rumbling again, like to a certain level, which will depend on my yeast. Your percentage of your wine is based on your yeast and that sugar. And when the sugar can no longer handle the alcohol, then it will die. So I could keep adding sugar and it comes alive, and keep adding sugar and it comes alive. But at some point, the alcohol will be too strong for the yeast, and the yeast will die, right? And so I have just home baker's yeast. I didn't buy wine yeast or anything like that. And therefore, I don't know what the percentage of yeast will go to. Okay? If I wanted to go higher in percentage, though, I would have to buy wine yeast. And to know for sure that it get to that percentage. But this home baker's yeast go that high as well. It's just not... you just never know. You might have one bottle that's high and the other one may not be from the same yeast. That's what they tell me, right? I don't know how that makes sense. It don't make sense to me. It's just, I think wine yeast is a way for them to get more money from you. I think it's the same goddamn yeast. I'm going to have to do some research on that, because I'm thinking scientifically, which is how I usually think. When I think of certain things, I'm like, okay, how do they know that this yeast here will get that high and this yeast over here will not? And that's what they tell you. One of them, they're not even sure if it will. The other one, though, they kind of say they guarantee. And then what happens if it don't? It's weird. I don't know. I'm going, y'all. I'll see